My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Griftlands. Let's maybe wait for Calandra here, or let's actually have a look at the cards that we might be able to buy. Still don't like cards like this, TBH. They feel so limited in use as to be something I don't really want to invest in. I want to invest in permanent bonuses. Buy a meal, some HP, but I get bloated, or buy a drink, and then I get slurred speech and tipsy. I'm fine on both of those stats at the moment. Let's wait for Calandra. Nothing for me, barkeep. I'm only here to meet someone. Ain't none of my business, is it? You lean against the bar and watch the crowd as you wait for sunset. With the last of the light, Calandra walks through the door. Time for the real reason I hired you, I think. You know it wasn't just to babysit my workers. I assume not. You seem capable of doing that yourself. There's a reason I hired you and not any of the other grifters with guns just as quick as yours. Because I know you go back with Felimo. And I need you to infiltrate the Smart Barons. The pieces were just beginning to coalesce. There's a worker, one of mine actually. He's been stealing from the Barons for a while now, but I look the other way. Until he started stealing from other workers too. Take him with you as you go to meet the Barons and sign of good faith. Ask about the infiltration. Why am I doing this? Does it matter? I thought you didn't want any moralizing. Knowledge is power, as they say. So it depends on how effective you'd like me to be. Felimo has something that belongs to me and I don't want him to break it. I need you cozy so we can find out where it is, get it back. I'm gonna guess it's a family heirloom. What exactly is it that Felimo has? An invention? My invention? Normally I wouldn't be able to use it and parlay. Normally I would have been able to use it to parlay myself a place in the Barons, but he stole it instead. Says I wasn't Spark Barons material. That's the problem with hierarchies. They prefer their ranks subordinate. Agreed. Rook, agreed. The Spark Barons have a strict recruitment policy. But you have a chummy pass with one of the Barons' biggest wigs? And he knows your worth. I bet he's in real need of a union buster, for example. Corporate sabotage is more my speed, certainly. So what's the plan? After this we only speak in secret? Felimo will want you there where you can do the most damage. So I'm sure you'll see right back to my workshop tomorrow. From this point on, you'll be a double agent. You'll have to work for both of us. But hopefully you're good enough to sabotage the jobs he asks you to do while still staying in his good graces. That will be difficult. Do what you can. But I need to know I can trust you. This won't work out. I would have appreciated you giving me the details sooner, but I can't say I'm not grateful for the challenge. Glad to hear it. Now, it must be years since you saw your last since you last saw your old pal. Don't you think it's time you paid him a visit? Yep. I know just the present I'm gonna bring him to. Alright, let's go get GT. Limited time opportunity. An Admiralty weaponsmith that Rook knows is here in the bog. A mysterious gambler has been seen plying his trade in the bog. So I'm guessing this is upgrade your coin and this is upgrade your gun, but I already upgraded my coin. There's a black market? Hell yeah. Well, let's go to this first. Coin. You see a Kradeshi. We all know the Kradeshi voice that's about to come. Trying to get the attention of the crowd. Step right up and test your luck. Disinterested workers stream past him, too absorbed in their own troubles to take on his. What are you selling here, friend? Oh! You startled me, Grifter. No one ever stops to talk to me here in the bog. But, business. Yes! I am offering a momentary respite from the drudgery of daily life. There's a hungry glint in Krog's eyes as you recognize from many a mirror. Test your luck against my game of chance. You might just win. The kid's fingers twitch nervously, anticipating the grift. Ask about the game. What game are you offering here? The ancient and noble game of Kodashi kings and queens of old. The storied pastime of pampered aristocrats and dashing rogues. A contest of danger and wits. And you're gonna toss the coin up in the air and let me guess how it lands, right? Oh, so you played it before. Excellent. So it's the same line. Play the game. Sounds good to me. Show me what you got. All right, keep your eye on the coin. Here we go. Call it. Your practice eye tells you the coin is weighted to come up heads. Heads. Yeah, you run. You run a hot streak. You should double or nothing. Show Krog how it's done. Your technique's good, but not great. Heads. Snails. Heads. You can keep it up all day if you use your wrist properly. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make enough money to get it back to where to be. Krog's weighted coin comes up on heads 90% of the time. I don't want that. Krog will have an improved opinion of me, or I can give Grog some money and he'll have a greatly improved opinion of me. I'm gonna do that. I think I might make someone love me here. Here, a donation. Wow, really? Why? Don't make me think too hard about it or I might change my mind. Now, be more careful with your flips, Krog. Will do, sir. Krog scuttles off, pocket full of fresh new shills. Krog loves me! 20 shill discount from shopkeepers. Hell yeah! I mean, getting that really early seems like a great move for me. Shame I'm gonna lose it when I murder one of your friends. Because Rook is cutthroat. Rook is gonna be cutthroat. Rook will end people. Hey, Benawem, you wanna come out in the open? Alright. I should really check the black market. I have 179. Probably enough to pick up a pet? You approach the market, but an armed guard seeps out of the shadows to cut you off. This establishment is for members only. You can turn around now and go back the way you came. Mention a friend who's a member? I mean, like, I think I just convince you because that's a battle that I get to do and that's more experience. As clandestine as you make it sound, this is ultimately a business. Right, 3 damage back if we fully mitigate their attack, but we don't mitigate attacks. Choose a card to discard. Don't I have a thing that's like discard a card? Let me get rid of the mirrored call it. Choose up to 2. Start of each negotiation, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many. Oh, so I don't have to do this. Got it. I want to rant on the reckless insults and then just attack 3 times here. So I'm going to rant to get rid of reckless insults, getting me 3 stacks of dominance here, and then boosted dig. Visionary Vulgar. Doesn't even gamble once. Mock, please work. Attack twice. Hey, it worked! Choose a card to discard? Let's discard the blacklist, I guess. And then unstable, play with a random target. Huh. What just happened? So it just took the previous effect that I had and it hatched the card, it looks like. Parasite, remove. Oh god, so does it just get worse? I thought the whole thing was you progress them rather than remove them. Oh, bugger. Okay. Pleasantries there. Compose myself and then grumble for the kill. Alright. Pleasantries leveled up. Grumble leveled up, rather. Set the coin. Gain 1 bonus damage on that side. Gamble? Do I want to gamble before it? I honestly kind of just want it how it is instead. I'm going to take this for setting. No, but I rig coins. Let's take that. I mean, neither of these matters to me in any way, shape, and or form. I'll take the cordial pleasantries there, I guess. 1 of 3 negotiation cards. Snag, discard a card. Don't need that. Blank. Gamble. Gain 2 bonus. So it's the same as the other one, effectively, just with it's inverted for heads rather than snails. Deal 4 damage to all enemy units. No, I'm fine. Thank you. My work takes me all over the continent, my friend. Sometimes all the way to Rentoria. An island nation to the north of Avaria. Frequently, but not currently, opposed to the Deltrian Empire. I'm a member worth having, with connections in every faction. Oh, you're a spy, then. Fine. Conditional membership granted. But you better have shills to spill. Alright. Hey, Blocker! You're surprised to see a Spark Baron here, Sungraphs. You look like someone who could use an edge. I have several available for price. What are you doing here? You remember the Spark Barons, aren't you? I am. And this is an illegal black market operation run by the Jakes, ain't it? It is. How do you reconcile that? Shouldn't you be reporting this to your superiors? I can say multitudes. Negotiation graphs. So, Myelin buffer, 6 max resolve. No. All cards gain 1 minimum damage. Is that good for me in my negotiation? I mean, its minimum damage is 2. Surely, so... I'm not dealing maximum damage constantly. Or is it just the minimum damage is increased by 1 on cards that have a range? So if this doesn't have a range, like, this doesn't increase. Memorization. At the start of the negotiation, choose a card in your hand and duplicate it. It costs 0 until played. That's cool as well. Let's look at the combat graphs. Spare magazine is when you become fully charged, gain 2 power until the end of it. Okay, neat. That'll allow you to become fully charged and overcharged at the same time. The earlier we get graphs, the earlier they'll upgrade as well. Some really find it appealing. All attacks gain a +1 to minimum damage up to their maximum damage. So the previous one didn't say up to its maximum damage, right? No, it didn't. So I imagine it does work in the way that I thought it did. Whenever you gain fully charged, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1. Also interesting. I'm going to hold off, though. I'm looking for an animal. Just because I let you in doesn't mean I trust you. Break anything here, and I'll break you. You got past security, huh? If they're cool with you, so am I. Let's get down to business, then. To defeat the Hun. Okay, no one here is selling a pet, unfortunately. All right, let's go get GT. One is GT's a good boss, but in Avaria, that doesn't mean she's necessarily a fair one. As you are looking to the future at night, but then you might ask me the same. Come with me. You're coming with me. You're not the Baron, are you? You're just working with them, right? We can work out the deals that help us, boss. Just hear me out. I'll ask about your proposal then. I'm listening. They think I'm wise, but I'm not. I just don't like working. I got to wait out, so I can live. I can give you my idea and disappear forever. All you have to do is convince them I'm dead. How does that sound? Okay. Can I see what my quest is currently? I mean, I can make Jetty love me doing this. And then I can convince them I'm very cutthroat if I go to them and say I killed her. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, you don't like me at the moment, do you? No. Yeah, you do dislike me. Oh, that's because I said the other thing. Yeah, go for it. Get out of here. You scamp. That sounds easier than fun, yeah? Great, is my idea. Just tell them the rest of me got disintegrated. You suspect it will be more difficult after that. But she loves me. At the start of each negotiation, add a random authority card to my draw pile. Neat. It'll work out, don't worry. At the gate to the Byron Enclave, you leave a message for Felimo, hoping your name still carries enough weight to get you through the door. Sure enough, you're escorted inside, but it's not Felimo who greets you. You have 5 minutes, Grifter. Then we trigger the attack protocols. Felimo wants me here, I assure you. I have sensitive information I know he'll want to see. And 2 pistols. Witnesses have seen you talking with the leading members of the Rise. We know what's happening in the bread fields. It's only a matter of time before the Rise starts to deal in assassins. Permit? What's a permit? Choose up to 2 cards to discard. I am being attacked this turn, so I should save my rationale. Honestly, get rid of both these pleasantries. So hang on, let's see. When this card is drawn, lose 1 action to expend this card. And it got 1 experience. I hope they turn into something good, otherwise I needed to have removed them ages ago, and I didn't. Draw a card, play it with random targets. Hey, boosted defense and damage, neat. Let's go Rational. And then I'm gonna try and gamble. Just got to discard. Guess I have to discard that one. If I had another action, that would be so much damage. Okay, so you've got... Oh my god, what's that? For each hostile card I draw, you get a Composure. Rough. And Aaron's attacks deal 2 more damage, so you got the appropriated point. What's permit? Permit. Whenever this argument takes damage, deal that much damage to a random enemy target. Gains 2 resolve for each additional count. It's an argument with 2 resolve itself. Interesting. Go Visionary Volga. Choose a card to discard. Okay. I get rid of Snag. I have other ways to discard cards already. Oh, sweat. Yeah, of course. I should have left that there so it had the ability to sap up the hit for me. Dang it. Okay, choose card to discard. I guess Mode of Trickery. And then I'll Mirrored Call it. Draw 1 card and gain 2 dominance. Sure, bottom stale. Get out of here. Nice. Got some dominance out of it all. Stole my Mirrored Call it. Dang it. Here goes another Drowsiness. Lose another action. My gosh. We're about to get out-talked here. Let's get rid of that. You lose half your resolve. Discard that and then gamble twice here to try and defend myself a little. Ouch. And here I thought this fight was going to be easy. Don't like being as wrong as I currently am. Rational, pleasantries, boosted removal. Dig. It's free damage for us a lot of the time here. I came here my own free will to offer my assistance. Will you at least hear me out? I suppose so. Remember though, you are surrounded by armed barons. It will ultimately my decision whether you may. Sorry, it will be my decision whether you ultimately may speak with Fellow. Then I look forward to convincing you of my good intentions. I simply wish to help my old friend Fellomo with his rise problem. As you should know, I'm an experienced agent. I can infiltrate, assimilate, and sabotage with precision. And this is supposed to make me trust you? I do have one way to test your loyalties, perhaps. I'm all ears. Aaron needs me to teach a new enforcer how to fight. Automechs are cheap to use once they're built, but they're damn expensive to build. Each one has to be meticulously pieced together from salvage tech from the bog, and then programmed to follow commands. The techs in the field tell me they've got a plan to make the second part quicker and easier, but they need someone with fighting experience. Sure, let's go for it. The technician here will tell you what to do next. Don't bother returning if you can't complete the job. I won't give you a second chance. I understand you completely. You looking for some equipment? Yeah! Buy some Spike Baron equipment. Draw a card, gain 9 defense, replenish, destroy after 2 use. Ooh, should I take a nano lettuce here? Summon an auto dog to fight for the rest of the combat! That's rad as hell! I love that! I want that. But I think I have to take a nano lettuce literally just for the next fight. It's 30 just to try and save me some HP. I'm taking a lot of damage in a lot of these. As you enter the automech factory, dozens of half-completed automechs turn their sensors towards you. A harried-looking administrator walks over to you. This area's off limits. What are you doing here? Aaron sent me. I'm supposed to help train some automechs. Oh, you're the I mean, Grifter. It's about time you got here. So what do you need me to do? I've got 2 models ready for the proving ground under the bog. Just pick one, and take them there, and the technicians will show you what to do. Ask about the training process. I don't know much about automechs. I'm supposed to train one. It's easier than you'd expect. When you get to proving ground, the technician will turn on the learning mode. And then you'll just have to show it how to fight. They learn by example. So I need to fight it? No, of course not. That would teach it how to take a beating, which is the opposite of what we want. You'll be fighting against some training dummies? It'll watch, and hopefully learn. What if the automech doesn't catch on? It'll take a couple of sessions sometimes. So long as the field technician's happy with your effort, you'll get paid. Tell me about ENF 301A. It's a pretty standard model. We just assembled it. I don't see any forwards to that. Some issues with that one. It should be straightforward. What's the story with ENF 302B? That one has been to the proving ground like 3 times now, and each time it got worse at fighting. It dialed its violency, but is way back. It might work. It might go amok. Or just shut down again. Honestly, I'd be grateful to get it out of my hands. When it comes back again, we're going to have to bust it down for scrap. Yeah, that's a sabotage. Kibi will like me, and it's a way to sabotage the enemy. I'll take that one. Really? You're looking for a challenge, eh? I have to thank you. This thing has been a pain in my side for months. I'll set it to follow you to the proving grounds. Try to be discreet. It won't be of any use in the fight. Follow mode on. The automech locks sensors on you and starts to follow. Shock. Rise steps out of the bushes, brandishing weapons. Tell that thing to stop walking. I have a proposition for you, Grifter. You're taking the automech to the barren proving ground, are you not? Let me make a couple of adjustments to it first. Or you can try to stop it. I won't recommend it. Ask about the modifications. What kind of modifications are you proposing? Nothing visible from the outside, just a little something to clarify its allegiances. Shouldn't affect you, unless you stand between it and a Spark Baron. Go for it! Alright, do it. Good choice. Mallow opens an access panel on the back of Alt and tinkers with the internals for what feels like an eternity. There, it's done. Now just keep your mouth shut about it and we'll have no problems. Mallow signals to his companions and they melt back into the bog. Internal modification detected. Let's keep that between the two of us. You find the proving ground. Automech parts litter the ground around a technician who's adjusting some equipment. Some demoralized Rise members mill about in a makeshift jail, guarded by a couple barons. The technician looks up as you approach. Have you brought me a new tech? New mech? Oh, not this one again. I told those pencil pusher back at the factory this one's untrainable. Why do they keep wasting my time? Let's get over with it, I guess. See those rounds over there? I'm gonna release them, and you're gonna fight them. The automech will observe, and if you do your job right, it'll learn a thing or two. You ready? Wait, you want me to attack unarmed captives? No, of course not. We're gonna give them their weapons back first. It'll actually be a fight, not a massacre, but the automech won't learn anything. I will let you surrender. Job's a job, I suppose. That's the spirit. Alright, you rascal. You can get through this grifter, you can go free. Should I concede? How do I do that? Cricket retreats behind a blast shield and presses a button. The bars of the prisoner's box recede, releasing the Rise prisoners. They grab their weapons and charge at you. Kill the grifter. You got Draco's Instinct, +1 banner at the start of battle. Okay, cool. Hunker down, hair trigger, blast. Oh, no, single blast is fine. Still get 4 defense, though, from my empty stuff there. Twig. Okay, you're buffing this turn, so we do as much damage as we can, and that's not much, as it turns out. My pouch, find me damage. Let's use Scour to try and find damage. There we go. Remove all debuffs on a target and deal for... Okay, I have no debuffs on you. I definitely have to go lockbox. I need it to hatch. Blast. Blast. Ow! Twig! Excuse me? When destroyed, deal 8 damage to all fighters on the same team. Gain stacks every turn. Grout Bog Burr. Action on the surface has disrupted the bog. Cause the burr to emerge. The burr will deal return to the bog in 5 turns. Okay, so I actually have to defend that bog. But, get kicked. Except surrender. 10 resolve. Neat. Needed that, actually. Apply burn equal to the damage dealt by this card. Ooh, baby. Yeah, I'm looking for ways to apply negative effects. Hang on. Scan to a random enemy. Whenever you attack this target, draw 1 card. Sounds good. That's like multiple extra draws every turn. But what's it getting us back to that we want constantly? I don't know yet. The fight is over. You return to alt as it processes a result. Oh, yeah. That's what happened last time with this thing. No surprises here. Just leave it with me. I'll harvest its spare parts. You wonder if the modifications Arise made to the automech are somehow to blame for its performance. Best leave before Cricket discovers the truth and starts looking to lay the blame. Alright, Arons, I did it! Ish. Hello, Rook. The training didn't stick. Hesh, damn it! Gonna have to come down hard on those factory workers. Here's your pay. This is really starting to affect my bottom line. You get paid 105 shields and a graft reward. 2 bonus damage with 2 targets with ricochet. Whenever this target takes damage from a card, deal that much damage to a random enemy and reduce ricochet by 1. Not super keen on that. Start of the game, 1 overcharge. No, at the start of each combat, discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. Yeah, that's honestly just, it's good. It allows, like, regardless of what your build is, it is gonna work with it because it allows you to just, cycle for cards. I guess you did the job as well as could be expected. Very well, Felimo will see you. Felimo enters the room and Arent steps to the side with a head bound in deference, eyes still cunningly locked on yours. So,
I don't see you in years, Rook, and you show up at my door with enemy pies expecting a warm welcome?
I'm ever the optimist, I suppose. Good to see you, old friend.
Can it? Everyone out. I need a moment alone with this slippery eel.
The room empties and Aaron mouths threats at you as she goes.
Well?
Within seconds, Felimo melts into the relaxed stance you remember. He reaches under the desk for 2 polished glasses and passes you a drink poured from his hip flask. It went just as you expected. Calandra has asked me to infiltrate the Barons. Apparently you took something she wants back.
Ah, yes. I knew that would be the ice pick in her temple. No, she still doesn't suspect your true allegiances?
Not as far as I can tell. What's next?
You'll do as she anticipates. Come to me every day and check in with her when she requires. Once you have her trust, I'll tell you the next step. You have to forgive the rules, of course, as I continue to distrust you in front of my underlings.
Naturally.
All the same, it's good to see you again. You found a place to lay your head?
Some bar called The Last Stand, you heard it?
No, it'll do. Now, shut up, Grifter. We have more work for you in the morrow.
With one last swig of his drink, Felimo leaves you alone to your scheming. And traveling auto dogs! Nah, give me the dog. Okay, so yeah, obviously a little sad for me. Oh no, you hate me! Money, it's gonna be money. Anyway, obviously, like, aside from the fact that the game just pointed out that apparently we're a double agent, triple agent situation, playing as someone who is aggressively pro-union and anti-corporate, as well as being able to get a dog and having an Australian accent. I mean, oh, be still my beating heart. It's my ideal. You know, save all the killing.
Greetings. Welcome to my humble shop.
What kind of wares do you have?
I've got the best deals on auto dogs in all of the bog. My collection varies from pristine auto dogs straight from the factory to modified versions to downright feral ones. Of course, they're all loyal and obedient. Trained the feral one myself. All of them guaranteed to fulfill your needs.
Really? Ew, this is awful. Oh, it costs all of my money! Alright, ask about the Spark Baron auto dog. It's quite a price tag on that one.
Not at all. This bad boy is in pristine condition. No damages, no modifications. You really won't find another auto dog like it. Unless you're looking to join the Barons.
Ask about the modified Rise dog. Are those modifications going to cause any problems?
The Rise steals auto dogs and modifies them all the time. It hardly ever goes wrong, and I've thoroughly tested this one myself.
Yeah, but I want to know what they do. That one doesn't exactly look safe, let alone reliable.
Looks can be deceiving, my friend. I tamed this one myself. Modified it to be as good as new.
Fine, I'll go with the most expensive one. Yeah, I'll take the best you got.
Here's the choice. Definitely your value for money.
What's this? Dead drop. Leave a report of your Groundbog activities in the dead drop location. Sure. You find a small patch of bogberries growing by the wayside. They don't grow much elsewhere. You know, some poisonous, but you've heard rumors that others have powerful benefits. Now, if you could only recall which is which. Well, I mean, the obvious fake out is eat the rotten one, right? I'm going to take the purple one, though. You eat the purple bogberry. You watch as as your wounds stitch back together. It's a bit eerie and it itches like bog rash. But you wouldn't you know it, you're not dead. Heal 5 HP. Eat the striped one. Eat the rotten one. You eat the rotten bogberry. The juices bubble like a fermented brine and you have a feeling you'll regret it later. But you know what they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You hope this is one of those times. 5 max HP, sweet. And the last one has got to be negative, right? You know that some are poisonous. I'm gonna assume the striped one's the poisonous one. Leave him. No, wait, hang on. I need to go to the dead drop. I'll be back in a moment. Krog, get me a drink ready. No, I don't want to do that. You're approached by a merchant wearing expensive clothing. Are you dead? I'm pretty sure I killed you. Well, hello, dear Gifter. You look like you could use some money. I do find myself low on funds currently. I'm prepared to give you a loan. Just something to get you back on your feet. My terms are quite reasonable. No, Demands the money. Give me the money. I like it, but no, this is decline. I'm doing just fine on my own. Thanks. That's okay. I truly hope you don't live to regret this decision. Oh, that's so mean. I truly hope you don't live to regret this decision. Alan's looking to get murdered again. You arrive at the dead drop. It's much like the others around Havaria, empty but full of anticipation. You jot down a few notes about the rise in spark barons and shove the wax envelope into a sealed canister. If you were any less experienced, you wouldn't notice the sudden silence as someone approaches behind you. You're well out of the shallows, Hessian. If you're looking for the cult secrets, I'm retired. I don't trade in those anymore. No? Secrets are the only thing that heretics here accept as currency. Is that why you're following me? That has nothing to do with you anyway. Remember the old times, huh? Our memories are all our masters let us keep for ourselves. You say the words, but you know Ione too well to hold any real hope she'd neglect her duty. Guess I'm intimidating. There was even a time where we could find common ground, even in the darkest days. By the book, cannot target core arguments, but it does 8 damage! What's this? When dismissed, give Ione 1 impatience. Am I collecting names or not collecting names? I don't know. I don't have the energy to like use it in excess to other stuff. Gain additional action on your first turn in battle. And impatience is owner's intents and arguments deploy with +2 damage. And they deploy with +2 resolve as well. Oof. Gain additional action on your first turn in battle. Oh, right. Use it to gain a battle invite. Right, so it's an advantage after it's got it. Let's unstable first in case it defends me. You really gonna make me call that twice? Oof. Whenever anyone's arguments or bounties are dismissed, splash damage is converted to composure instead. I have to get rid of the fear at the very end. Unfortunately, this is not a rigged gamble. Thankfully, it worked out for us, though. What's this? Moment of weakness. When this argument is dismissed, deal 3 damage to the owner's core argument and spawn 2 new moments of weakness. Oof! Don't like that. Discard foot rationale here. If this kills, it does, and we don't have an action at the start of the next turn. Yep, that's fine. Let's read negotiation cards. No, fine. I seem to remember you let a heretic slip through your fingers with a holy relic. Who helped you then, old friend? Your god or me? You're only dragging out the inevitable. I wish you wouldn't. Attack in a moment of doubt. Hey, get him. As you like. All right. Choose up to 2 cards to discard. I'm definitely going to use Scanner right now. Probably hunker down and defend. No, I'll use Crank to defend myself. So discard these 2 and actually that as well. Yeah, that's actually fine. There we go. Okay, so you've got immune to bleed and wound. Piercing does twice damage. Eonways attacks against you give you 2 charge if unmitigated, okay? But I will mitigate them because I'm going to Crank. I'm going to scan as well so that I'll start drawing cards. Last ammo pouch for gain an overcharge. Spend all charge. I mean, I don't want to hold my charge. I like using charge for defense. Charge cell's malfunctioning. I'll take 2 damage per charge cell at the end of my turn. I don't want to make any of my cells. This is fine. No, I'm going to draw. Remove all debuffs on the target and deal 4 damage per... No, that's not good for us. Spend a charge. Get rid of it. Card gain 9 defense. Kind of thing I was looking for. Maybe I hunker down my auto dog here. Yeah. Gotta keep you safe, bud. At least until I can name you. You best believe you know what I'm gonna name it already. Lost. So anyway, I started blasting. So I took the damage and then got the block afterwards. What is this? Dread deals 20 less damage and receives 20 more damage, reduced by 1 at the end of Eonway's turn, and you've also got evasion, so you dodge the next hit. So I'll hit you with this first then. Because you dodge it, and then hair trigger. Actually, even direct hit also. Still block at the end of that turn. Twig! Stop it! I have to double defend here. No, double defend or nano lattice. I think I have to nano lattice actually. Oh, those charge cells. Spend all charge cells. Spend all charge! Yes, good. Get rid of it. Don't want it. Lost him. I'll defend my dog. I get 4 defense naturally anyway. Twig's almost ready. Oh, if I played Lockbox more, it would be fine. Kick him. I'm sorry, old friend. You don't cross me like that. No one crosses me. I will murder you all. Lumen Bio Accelerated. When this card is drawn, gain 1 evasion and expend this card. Neat. And hair trigger and blast. Last got upgraded. Lucid Blast upgrade to destroy. That'll remove it from my deck. Let's thin down the deck a little. Sure. Hair trigger. Spend up to 2 charge, deal bonus to... yeah, we want something that gets rid of more charge. I ideally won't be stocking up a bunch of charge in this run. 1 of 3 negotiation cards. Spin! Deal 1 to 4 damage. Gamble once per unmitigated damage dealt. Interesting. Hits all targets, lose all dominance. Spend all dominance. I don't have enough ways of setting up dominance to have either of those be incredible for us. I'm gonna take spin. Okay, remove all debuffs, no. Ability, whenever you fully mitigate an attack, gain 2 concentration. Increases minimum damage of all of your attacks by 1, halves your concentration when you take unmitigated damage from an enemy. I like the idea of taking this and then trying to build around defending myself every single turn, which is good because not having any charge is a part way of defending ourselves, and that's what I'm already going for as well. So I'll take ready. That problem's dealt with, but if one shadow tracked you down, there may well be others.
How about that rune you promised?
I'll go wake up the cockroaches.
Charming. Ebel shows us to our room. Bed calls to me. But can I name my dog? No, I can't. I can't go to sleep, though. Heal up. Decent. No one hates me. 2 people dislike me, but I got 2 cards. 2 new loves. That's perfect. That's a lot of graphs. You wake up, ready to further your intrigue here in Groundbog in the next episode. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Griftlands. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content of the game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.